Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. My name is Liz and if you're new around here we do a ton of beauty related content. Today is going to be a makeup tutorial using a collection from Sheglam. This is the Crimson Butterfly collection. I'm really excited to dive into this with you. This is the look that we created. There's so many more that I could do. If you want to see a second look, please let me know. I would love to dive into more of the reds and the eyeshadow palettes. Also keep an eye out for the video after this one because I will be doing a standalone video for swatches on all of the items that are included in this box set. So I hope you enjoy. Let me know what you think, if there's anything else that you want to see. And without any further ado, let's get into the tutorial. So to start off the look, you want to take a base. I'm using the MAC 24 Hour Eye Base. This is a favorite of mine. I used to be really hard on concealers and I still think that they have a place, but for right now, I've been loving this. I take it all over the lid and then I run it through my eyebrow. My eyebrows have been shonky so bad and I'm seriously fighting the urge to shave them off. I'm gonna leave the brows for now. I will go in to them later when I figure out what I want to do with them. So in the box you get 3 glitter gels. This one here is the black one. It is the Crystal Flutter Insta gel, and it's a really weird texture. It's super thin, super moussey, and I was expecting it to be real jelly, kind of like 90s glitter gel, but it actually isn't. It's packed full of pigment and it dries down. So I thought, why don't we use this as our eyeshadow base to give it a go. I'm gonna take a flat brush and I just want to show you, literally that's all that I'm picking up. And for this, I just want to tap it on the lid. So I want to build this up in layers because of the texture that it is. And because I want to keep the glitter aspect to it as well, I want to tap so that nothing falls. Now I want to keep the inner part free as well. We'll be blending a bit and putting the red glitter gel in there. So the main bulk of the color I'm just putting in the lid, and then whatever is left on the brush is what I'm going to tap up into the crease. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a wipe and just wipe off the excess on that brush. It won't get everything out, but it'll get a fair chunk out. And then I'm just going to use the edges to go through and wet that again so I can blend it and just soften that edge. And don't worry about anything down here. If you're worried, you can use a piece of tape, and I have done that before. I'm just not going to do that today. The next step that I'm going to do is I'm going to go into the eyeshadow palette. This is called the Crushed Crystals palette and it's absolutely adorable. I love the packaging. Get a really gorgeous butterfly and this is what it looks like here. So first off, I'm going to go in with this black here, and this one is called Abyss. Now I've wiped that brush on my pant leg. You can use a towel just to dry it a bit, but it doesn't really matter too much. And I'm just gonna pick that up on the brush. There is so much pigment in this shade. I was not expecting a lot from this, but so far this shade is so pigmented. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start building up. So I wanna tap this right on the mobile lid. Of course, being a black eyeshadow, you want to make sure that you're tapping at least until you have the main part of the pigment on the skin so that you can avoid some fallout. Once I've got that on, whatever is left on the brush, I'm going to start to drag up into the crease. Not too high because we're going to use another shade to blend out. What I am really liking though is the glitter that was in that jelly base is coming through the eyeshadow, so we're not going to lose too much of that shimmer. Now that I have that on, I'm going to take that same brush and I'm going to go back into, I'm going to build up the intensity and really make sure that that jelly is set by doing the layering of the powder, liquid powder. Doing this also helps to keep that glitter built in to the black and the eye look. As you can see, I'm just using tapping motions to make sure that it all stays on the lid where I want it. And for the last time, I'm going to go back in with the black eyeshadow and really focusing that just along the lashes mainly. And then once I've set that part of the lid, then go up and just tap, tap, tap. Next, I'm going to go back into the palette. I'm going to take this dark grey here. This one is called Tombstone. And what I'm going to do with it is I'm going to use it to blend out the crease. So I'm going to go in with a small pointed brush. This one's from Morphe. It's the M506. And I'm going to start off by going over the black first, just to make sure that everything's good and well and ready to be blended, and then start to blend upwards. And on this outer edge here, I'm kind of just bringing it down. I'm not being careful at all, purely because we're going to use a wipe to clean it up. So I would rather make sure that I've got extra color out here and that it's all blended, than not have it and have to go back in and do more fine detail work. Be messy. It's always easy to wipe it off. I'm going to take a relatively clean brush. This is just going to be for blending. This is the Fluffy Blender from Lavish, and I'm just going to go over that edge just to make sure that everything is really blended, really seamless. Now that that is on, obviously you can see there is a little bit of fallout here. We're going to clean all of that up, but we're going to go into the inner corner color, which is this deep red. So we're going to take the Crystal Flutter Cocoon shade. How gorgeous is that? I have a feeling that when I swatch it out properly, that there's going to be more glitter particles in there, potentially even a little bit of an orange reflect. It just gives me that vibe, but we're only using such a small amount, I can't really see it. So I'm going to go in with this small brush here. You only need a teeny tiny little bit. Even that might be too much, so I'm going to just back it on the back of my hand here and just really work it in. Okay, so this is just going to go on that inner corner here. So how I'm going to blend this is I'm just going to tap it on that edge there. I'm going to go back into the black to start off with and take that brush and just get a bit more of the jelly on the tip and start going back and forth to blend. Just tap, tap, tap. I'm going to go in with this little brush here. This is the Morphe M152. And I'm going to go into the palette and take the shade Rose, which is this one here. The writing on this palette is really small, and we all know at this point that I wear glasses, so I'm very sorry. But it's the shade Rose, and I'm going to tap that over that red. This will deepen it a little bit and help to blend out that edge as well. Then from here, I'm going to go in with a highlight. So I'm going to go into this shade here, which I don't even know where my glasses are. Where are they? Be back. Okay, so this shade is called Moonlight, and it is the white, really, really shimmery shade. It's absolutely gorgeous. And I'm going to put this just on the innermost part and tap it in, because I don't want it to take over and be the highlight. I want it to blend into the red to make the red lighten up and have that dimension. So at this point, I'm going to go in and clean up because I want to have a spot so that I can see where my eyeliner is going to go. So I'm just going to use a wipe. Now I will say the fallout from this is a little bit tricky to get off. It's kind of like once it's there, it's there. So be prepared, do not do your makeup first. So now that I've cleaned up, what I'm going to do is create a nice winged liner. I'm going to use the MAC Liquid Last 24-Hour Waterproof Liner. This is, I can't even read that, Point Black. It's just a small liquid eyeliner. Now, I'm going to be honest, I love MAC. I'm not a fan of this, but I think that's just because I don't like liquid eyeliners that are in this form. Alrighty, so while that is drying, I'm going to go in and do some mascara. This is the MAC Black Stack. I'm going to just do a teeny tiny coat and then pop on some falsies. The ones I'm using today from Eyelure, and they are called Most Wanted. The last thing that I'm going to do to finish up the eyes is go in with a black eyeliner. This is a MAC one. This is the Color Access in Glide or Die. And I'm just going to take that on the waterline. I really don't want to smudge this. I just want it on the waterline to finish off the eyes. And then I'm going to go in with some lower lash mascara. Alrighty, so now that the eyes are done, I went ahead and did my foundation off camera. I only did the basics today because we have a few face products to try out. I have set everything with some Fix Plus, but I'm ready to go. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start off with this cute little thing here. This is the cream blush. I love this packaging. How adorable. Love butterflies. So this is what this looks like. So this is the Bloodline color changing blush, and this is what it looks like on the inside. So as you can see, I have not tried it yet. No fingerprint, there we go. And I think I'm just going to use my finger to see what it does. It's really creamy. Ooh, that's exciting. So I'm just going to tap this just on the backs of my cheeks. You could of course use a brush, but I'm thinking the warmth of my fingers is going to help to blend it out. Next we're going to go in with the face palette. So this is the Monarch Wings Ombre Brush and Blush and Highlighter. It's in this gorgeous packaging. Let's try and get it out without destroying it. So this is what it looks like. And this is the inside. So you have these gorgeous butterflies. I adore this. I think this is awesome. So that's the palette there. So I'm going to take a fluffy brush. That is very pigmented. I'm just going to tap that off. I'm going to use this just to press into the apples, like the back of the cheeks where we put that blush. Very pigmented for the tiny little bit that I used. But that's not a bad thing. Just going to press that in. Hopefully that will set. I wonder what kind of cream that color changing blush is and its longevity. That's lovely. I'm going to take a little bit up in my temples to round out. Beautiful. Then I'm going to switch brushes to a smaller one. This is from Lavish. And just going to go into the highlighter side. Again, very pigmented. Let's see what it does. A little bit chalky, but still nice. So the last thing that's in this collection is a lip palette and a lipstick. So they look like this. What I'm going to do is I'm going to line my lips with this MAC Black pencil in Caviar. So this is what it looks like. How gorgeous is that? Oh, there goes the plastic. So I think what I might do is I might leave this for another day because there's so many colors in there. I might do a swatch video just for this. Actually, I'll do a swatch video of this entire collection that'll come up after this video is posted. We'll do that. So I'll leave that. I really am curious about this lipstick. So this lipstick is called Onyx Kaleidoscope, and it is in this gorgeous packaging that's got glitter butterflies. And when you open it up, it's got a pattern on there. It's embossed with the writing that's all over the packaging. How gorgeous. So I'm going to go ahead and line my lips. Once I've lined them, I'm just going to take the butt of the pencil just to blend in a little bit. Now we're going to go in with the lipstick. I'm really excited to try this. That's really good coverage. So the last thing I'm going to do is just quickly set underneath my eyes. I'm going to go in with my Pro Set and Blur powder. This is the new one from MAC and it's in the shade Lavender. And I'm just going to take it on a little poofy poof. This is from Cosmetica. I'm not going to use a lot at all. I just want to brighten up because we've got a very dark look going on. And I want to look pale, but I don't want to look sickly pale. Then the last thing I'm going to do, because I want this to stay in place, I'm going to take my Max Fix Plus Stay Over. So that is the end of this tutorial. I hope you enjoyed. Let me know if you got this box as well from Sheglam. I love Sheglam. I have loved their stuff for quite a while. They are really, really cutting it good. Like, for the price that you pay for them and the quality that you get, I think that they're definitely worth having a look at. I haven't come across any duds just yet, and I will let you know if I do. If you head over to my TikTok, you can see quite a few get ready with me's that I've done using Sheglam products, so do make sure you go and have a look at that. If you have any questions, leave them down below in the comment section. Let me know what you want to see next. I have been contemplating getting more of these boxes. I always worry that it's going to be a mess, and as cute as some of the products are, I don't know that I have the room for that kind of product, because they're just so damn cute. Like the Care Bear one, oh my goodness. Anyway, I'm going to stop rambling. I hope you're having a fantastic day or night wherever you are and whenever you're watching this, and I will see you in my next video. Bye guys.